in the beginning of our marriage, money, it kept on coming up. And I know that you guys want to help couples, and I love how it says this. It says you want to help it go from an argument to something that a couple can actually enjoy managing together. And what would you say in making that transition? What would be some initial steps that a couple should take?
We actually have good money conversations. We actually enjoy talking about our money and our future, which is so fascinating coming from where you are, right?
Oh, absolutely. Because I really didn't want to talk about it at all. I kind of just wanted to have him give me a plan, and I could stick with the plan if it was already set up and organized for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
but I didn't want to have to figure anything out. But as we went on in our marriage, I have this thing called, we call it magic money. Well, I call it magic money. And I tell Bob, I'm like, where are you getting the money for that? Because he would show me our budget. I knew what was there because I can stick to the plan as long as it's there. And he'd be like, well, I want to take this trip. Or he'd say, I want to do whatever. I want to buy this big expensive tool or something. And I'd go, where are you getting that money? And he's like, well, and I'm like, can I have some of that magic money? Because there's stuff that I want to buy. And I think that's what pulled me in, is I was like, okay, he's finding money for the things that he wants because he's got it in savings. He's got it,
Well, yeah, and I think that the thing to take from that was that, like, I wanted you to know everything that was going on, but you didn't want to.
That's true.
And that was part of what got you interested. Like, I want to understand more of what's going on. One thing that I think helped us a lot and helped you a lot was casting the vision for where we wanted to go in our marriage, like financially, and like what God had for us and what we were dreaming about with God together. Once I could do that with her, and because then it gets beyond like just this boring old budget that means that I can only spend this much on this thing and all this stuff, but it becomes, what are the things that God has placed in our heart that we want to do together, that we feel like He's calling us and driving us towards? Once we kind of did that and got that in front of her, then the numbers and the math like starts to make a little more sense. It's a means to an end.
And it also, like, you would just pull me in very gently. So I would say, I want money to buy this, so let's go find it in the magic money. And he would go, okay, let's look at it and tell me where you want to take it from.
Well, yeah, look at our budget as a whole. It's like, all right. Yeah. So, all right. So where do we need to pull it from? Like, because it's pulling you back to, all right, these are the actual numbers.
Right.
What are we going to do?
Which was something I needed. And I think that got us on the same page. Because it would be my tendency to just say, well, I just want it, so just give it to me. Give me the money to buy it. And once he would say, I want to give this to you. Let's figure it out together. And then I'd go, oh, never mind. I'll just wait. Can we just start saving for it? But that really helped me because my whole problem was that I just wasn't looking at anything. I had no idea what was going on really.